Y'all made it down to North Carolina this past Saturday for Ashe 4.
Yeah.
That I watched the show today. Another.
No, it's fine.
Matter of fact, I'm clapping my hands like I ain't got a goddamn. Ashe wrestling. I don't know how y'all do it. There's so many independent organizations out there. No disrespect to them, but that Ashe wrestling, when you turn that show on,
Nah, all disrespect.
it feel different.
It don't look like that.
What you mean?
Like other promotions that I've seen don't look like this. And the presentation isn't like this. This shit is A1, man.
Let me tell you. I don't know what point it was, but piece of the patrons. I watched the Shelton Benjamin Jonathan Gresham match on Patreon. It's on the Patreon now. Pay the 1, pay the 10. Patreon.com/Black Rasslin. Um, and I was talking about when Shelton was on BRP, and we were having the conversation about when he was talking about how he's never really like presented himself as like a black wrestler. He's just been like a black dude who just happens to be fucking dope at wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't know when it hit him, and you can see the comments that he made after his match. But something told me, I said he ain't never been in a venue where there's a black promoter, black announcer, black refs, black tech,
Black
all black people in the locker room, mostly mad black people in the audience. Like it was probably such an interesting event for him to then wrestle Jonathan Gresham at.
Yeah.
I was not surprised when he at the end of the show was like, I have never seen this. I've never seen an event like this. Talking about Ashe being his home and whatnot. Like, I don't know if I'm assuming we they should probably do another Gresham match at some point, because I felt like they could have had another 15. If you really wanted to give them some more time, they could have went out there and kept rapping. But it was interesting to see him have that reaction specifically. But talk. I want y'all to talk about the show. How y'all felt about those moments?
I think the way, and if you listen, like they say, like curated by Darius Lockhart, and I think that's the difference with that event and that promotion is the experience is curated on both sides of the screen, right? So there's a difference, there's a look, there's a very on purpose direction in the way things look on screen, right? But when you come in the building, it's the sisters at the table greeting you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just some dude like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's some genuine, sisters that's at everybody church or however you grew up. That it's a feeling of just you home somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things where it don't matter where you at, you always home when your people there, right?
Facts.
And so you walk in and it's that. And then you just, you see folks you ain't seen in a minute, you know what I mean? Oh, big head, lovely, you know what I mean? All the niggas, man, we have, and it's a good time. And then when they get in the ring, as Cuz has talked about over the years, the athletes are.
Right. Right. Did you have any what was your favorite matches of the night? And I mean, there's a lot to choose from. There's a lot to choose from.
I'm gonna go with the women's tag jump.
That was
that shit was fire.
Shout out Danny B.
That was fire.
Yeah. Listen, her and Jada was going crazy for a second.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
I could watch 3 or 4 of the matches.
Yes. Yeah, they was working.
That was fire. Kevin Knight.
The fast as hell. Ian Maxwell.
Ian Maxwell was dope.
Darius R. True called me. He said he gonna come see you because he seen it. He said he seen it. He said he gonna come see you, nigga.
Of course, the Godfather. He's not the All Father anymore. He's the Godfather.
The Godfather was there?
No, number 7.
Big Seven. That nigga
You
pulled
gotta-
out. He
you
had a
gotta-
screwdriver. He was
You
about to
gotta make sure
stab that
you
nigga.
preface that because there's another.
Number 7,
Fair
the
enough.
God
All right. Fair enough. All
Father.
right. You
He's no
remember.
longer the All Father. He's the
The
Godfather.
Godfather.
Yeah,
What
as
we call
always,
it, Charles Green?
you know what he gonna do. You know what he gonna do every time he come. He gonna show up.
Violence.
It's fire. It was fire all around.
It was front to back. It was dope. I will say
F y'all.
facts. The stream for that is $5 less than it was on the night of the show, which is dope. It's a dope event. Not only did they show love to King Trady, but again, some of the illest black talent. It's a really well put together show. Chris Lee and Suge D on commentary. It's out of the 4 shows, that may be my favorite. Shouts out Tony. Maybe my favorite commentary duo. What's that?
Tone. I seen maybe twice. Just a brief conversation I had with Tone.
Word.
Tone like 6'10". Looking down at the top of my head, I felt uncomfortable.
Wait, where was Tonio sitting? I was trying to figure out where everybody
He was
was.
sitting down. He was sitting. Well, I didn't sit at all.
I didn't think so.
Cuz was there for a second.
I could see Fam and DDM on the screen by the the edge of the guardrail at a certain point. But
yeah. So I was standing behind them, but Tone was kind of to their left.
Mhm.
And then shout out to D for working overtime and sending all the perps, all the people who wasn't supposed to be where they was, and throwing them out like Jazzy Jeff and shit. Shout out to D, who wasn't even supposed to be working.
And shout out to him for the hyper aggressive electric slide.
No bullshit. He said I've been working. I wasn't supposed to work. I'm gonna get this dance out.
got to.
And I
Got
said,
to.
All right, nigga, you the one with the gun.
Yeah, AsheWrestling.com. They got a new commissioner. They got like 2-3 events because they talking about events. They got a block party in July. There's at least a show in September, but they're also talking about Paris is bumping happening in August.
Real quick, hold on. So before the event, because I get there early.
Yeah.
Me and the F1ght. Shout out to Yo the Bell podcast. We out there kicking it, and the dude walks up, right?
Mm.
And dude had just, I think he went in there. He was waiting for his buddy or something. He had just met. Maybe he had met Shelton because they did like a signing beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's out there. We all kicking it, and the old aggressive. You know what I mean? D grab nigga phone. Follow the podcast, nigga. Right there.
Jesus.
Them two, Black Rasslin, hurry up, right?
I like that.
So, they get to talking about wrestling and whatnot. And so we talking to Buddy, and he's talking about how he likes I wanted to say Rex Steiner, Braun Breaker.
Word.
And then he say, you know who else I like? I like the cream pie dude.
Who?
The cream. So shout out to Rayon Artez, man. Cuz, tell the truth.
I forgot he had a whole cream pie song. He did have a whole.
Tell me the truth. The cream pie record.
That shit go off?
Yo, that shit is fire.
Yeah?
Yo.
Because Fam said that shit was hard. Fam said that record was hard.
When the music came on, everybody was singing that bitch like it was not like us.
Like it was on the radio.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
The cream pie
Everybody
record.
is singing this shit.
Yeah, Rayon Artez, man. Cream pie poppy online.
Cream pie poppy.
They didn't want to play it on the last Ashe. They were like, "Nah, turn that off. We got to turn that."
I was Swole wasn't there. He waited for Swole to leave.
Swole did relegate.
Wasn't there.
She did.
And now, you know what I mean? It came out. It was a whole. He sang that joint like BBL Drizzy.
And here come Dad with the cream pies in his hand. Like, I like these.
Wildin'. You wild. Shout out DDM. Shout out DDM. If you're trying to either watch the debates or find out about the debates after we're done, head over to Secretary Shade on YouTube. He will be going live. Is that so? That was Ashe. Brother Fam then went from Ashe Saturday to hit the Fight Club on Sunday. Let them cook. They was cooking.
So first, I'm not booking a 6 a.m. flight of it, right?
Fire.
I can't.
Fire.
I listen. We get to the airport and it's 7 million niggas in line,
Ugh,
and there's 7 people from TSA there.
the
So
worst.
that goddamn that was just a so.
Yeah.
No. I mean, go ahead and Google it. I don't care. Just put your safe search on.
Google that.
Get back. I'm back in my bed by 8 a.m. though, so I might do a 6 a.m. flight. I was in my bed
That's
by 8 a.m.
crazy.
Yeah.
So it's give and take. So drive up the road, man, and they started with a battle royal, and I was like, a surprise battle royal, but everybody's on the card. It was a bunch of folks I hadn't seen before, but then they had the. It was cool, man. They had a it's a different energy over there, man. It's not necessarily as down home electric like a Ashe,
Right.
but it's definitely us in there. You know what I'm saying?
It's a up north black.
Right.
Mm.
And then they had Crown Royal at the bar, so everything was
Absolutely.
good as far as that goes.
Big salute.
And so a couple of folks on the card, you know what I'm saying? People spoke and was like, yo, the list was dope and all that.
Shout out.
And then brother El O'Neal is in the ring and he starts kicking a promo. And he says, yo, nigga, I'm on the BRP 50.
Yes.
And these the niggas you put in front of me.
Talk about it. El O'Neal. El O'Neal. This round of applause is for you.
I was standing in the back talking to Doc at the goddamn bar. And niggas up front like, you see him? He said it. He said
the word. Well, that was I was watching Ashe in this seat, and when shout out Chris Lee, shout out Suge D on commentary, first match, talking about so and so was XYZ on the BRP 50, and then I was like, oh, because it's again salute. I had a conversation with Chris Lee. Chris Lee's got a documentary dropping about
he had a trailer drop at Ashe.
At Ashe. That was the premiere, if I'm not mistaken. That's dropping in August on a PBS down there and on the app as well. I would say go follow Chris Lee for more detail.
Shout out to everybody who understands.
Facts. It's because we just over here showing love and doing what we do. Ain't nobody expecting nothing or asking for nothing. So to hear that,
Cuz, what's up, babe?
salute to J-Bo. Salute to J-Bo for real.
He was in the BRP section.
Facts. Yo, J-Bo, what was my man's name on? LeBron Cozone. J-Bo was online. Put me on the game about LeBron Cozone. They said he trained Javon Evans.
Yeah,
I didn't realize.
Littlefoot was talking.
Shout out to Littlefoot. Littlefoot was checking with us.
Littlefoot was talking heavy about Cozone too, prior to him even coming out.
That show without the knee pads.
Yes, he was.
Then her.
You want to go from a 9 to a 10, brother?
Put you one knee pad on.
Get you some of those knee pads, G. I promise you.
Shout out
to a 10.
Brother Fab. You saw Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger did his thing.
Hey man, they had a very fun championship match. You know what I'm saying?
I heard it was rapping low key.
Yeah, listen, they talk all throughout the joint. You know what I'm saying? It was a very interactive match. It was very different from all the other championship matches I've seen with Suge, because Suge's had some knockdown, drag out. This is more of a lighthearted, especially at the beginning, and then they got the really rocking and really mat wrestling and getting. They got busy in there, man, and it was funny. The way it was cool them showing each other their strengths and Suge kind of showing Cheeseburger like, nah, this is how you speak to this specific crowd, and
right.
It was a nice back and forth, man. It was a really good match. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, it's ill. I will say it's ill. Suge D is one of those ones.
Yeah. The thing about Suge D's been wrestling for a while. just like
Right.
cheeseburger. And like he's just, I really did not like the attention that he got off that Chris Jericho shit.
Ah,
I thought it was disrespectful, to be
Well,
honest.
there was a guy there who is a known Chris Jericho fan and did say, "Yo, what's up, Pineapple Pete?"
yeah.
No.
And he didn't mean it disrespectfully.
No, right.
It was his frame of reference. But he handled it well. He didn't take it any kind of way. It was you know, he understood what it was.
Math, what is this? What is this? What is this? What are you talking about?
Pineapple Pete. Suge D used to be known as Pineapple Pete.
Yeah. Suge D came from, he obviously started in the United States, and he went overseas. He went overseas to wrestle for a while.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of grew his name overseas, and then he came back. I guess that was pandemic around.
Yeah, it was around the pandemic. Yeah.
And he got that AEW shot.
He was there for a little bit, right?
Yeah, I thought he was going to be like a staple, not necessarily a staple because he's black, but
be around.
And Chris Jericho cut a promo calling him something, and you know, I thought that shit was whack.
Yeah, facts.
To see him really get the shine that he's supposed to get, and the recognition that he's getting is fire.
Because he feels like he's an OG walking out there.
No, he's OG. He's OG.
Feels like you can see it.
It's like year 15. I want to say 15. I could be adding some years on him, but I think it's like 15.
He's been moving for a minute. Yeah. So